unite, we must unite. No one can stop us now. We must unite, we must unite. No one can stop us.
Today is Tuesday.
Today is Wednesday, January 26, 2022. It is the 101st day of school. This is what 101 looks like. Please stand.
Recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It is now time for a moment of silence.
Here's what's cooking in the Cougar Cafe. You'll be having chicken nuggets, baked beans, fresh veggies, and fresh fruit. Or an Italian sub or a turkey salad. Enjoy your lunch. And now for Literacy Week, we have a special report.
Good morning, boys and girls, as well as KES staff and students. It is Celebrate Literacy Week. Welcome, welcome. And today is the Administrator Read Aloud. So I'm going to be sharing a special read aloud book that was written by a special author, which is my sister-in-law. And the title of the book is called The Orange Red Crayon. And it's by Portia January Williams, illustrated by Debbie Smith. So, before we start reading, let's just talk a little bit about read-alouds. So my kindergarten, first and second grade students, you may have read-alouds with your teacher on the carpet. My third, fourth, and fifth grade students, your teachers may also be reading aloud to you, but you may be listening to a novel, and that just gets everybody excited about different authors, a funny read aloud, a picture book. But read alouds allow you to hear fluent reading and to practice expression in your voices. And so I'm so proud of all of my Cougars for celebrating literacy this week. Literacy includes reading and writing. So after we listen to the story, I'm going to have 3 questions at the end that you're going to write about and respond. You can either write it on a sheet of paper, or you can have your teacher email me the answer at the end. So read alouds, it just gives us an opportunity to think about what the author was thinking or what lesson did they want to convey. But for my K1 and 2 students, it's going to be some really recall questions we're going to do today. And so I hope you enjoy The Orange Red Crayon. So one thing about this book, the illustrator was given a picture of my niece. And my nieces are Dalen Raquel and Ryan Simone, as you can see there. And so the illustrator actually took their pictures when they were about 4 or 5 years old, and that's how she was able to get the pictures of the little girl in the story. So that's just an inside scoop. So 63 crayons in a box of 64. Whatever happened to my crayons I remember so well? The box was yellow and green. with a built-in pencil sharpener in the back. Inside the box was a never-ending array of colors. I colored my nights midnight blue. And my trees, I colored them forest green. I used and sharpened the red crayon until it shrunk to an inch. And then I used the yellow and then the orange yellow that stood in the box right next to the orange red. Let's see which one is missing. This is yellow, orange yellow. Which one is missing? Orange red? Ew! Orange red? That color was not in my box. I know, because I hid that color. I did not like that color. I suppose it was the way it made me feel. It made my head ache. Look at that awesome picture from the illustrator. It made my skin crawl. It made me short of breath. Imagining that dreadful crayon mixed in the box with my perfectly arranged 63 beautiful colors bothered me. The vacant space and the jiggling sound of the box made was a constant reminder that one crayon was missing. But as the months went by, the secret hiding place of that dreadful orange-red crayon became a lost memory. Can you tell where it's missing? Then it happened. I could hear my brother yelling for me to play hide and seek. So I ran behind the sofa to hide. And there it was, covered in dust, covered in gray, furry dust balls. It was that orange-red crayon I hid months ago. Tangled in dust balls, I could still see the bright orange-red shining through. It was still new. It was unlike the other crayons that I had used until the names written on the wrappers had been worn off or ripped away. But there was no need to see the names written on the wrappers. I had memorized every color in my crayon box. Even though months had passed since I last thought about that annoying crayon, my feelings had not changed. I just did not like it, and I believe it enjoyed taunting me. When I closed my eyes, I could feel it, I could taste it, and I could see it. All I could imagine was, so do you know something that's orange-red? That would be so awful that she wouldn't like it? Let's see. Big orange red tomato! Yuck! I did not like tomatoes, so that color was useless. I never had any tomatoes in my coloring books. But even though I disliked that color, I knew it had a purpose. It had a place in that box of crayons that held the other colors together. It could stop the jiggling sound the box made and fill that empty space. I knew there was absolutely no getting rid of it. So I had no other choice but to hide it again, knowing that one day, when I least expected, just like all the other times that orange-red crayon will find me once again. But who knows? Maybe the next time it finds me, I will see the beauty in that orange-red crayon, just as I did all the others. And maybe I will imagine coloring the beautiful streak of orange-red that the sun makes right before it hides behind the ocean. Maybe I will have learned to like tomatoes. If by chance those are my feelings, instead of hiding that orange-red crayon behind the sofa, at the bottom of my toy box, and underneath my dollhouse, I would just wipe away the dust balls and simply place that crayon back in the box right next to the orange yellow. After all, it is part of the set. The end. Alright, so now it's time for our questions. I hope you've enjoyed the orange-red crayon. So kindergarten, first grade, I want you to tell me how many crayons are originally in the whole pencil box. Okay, and if you can tell me what color did the author or the character, what color didn't she like? So those are your two questions. How many crayons are in the crayon box and what color didn't she like? Alright, for my second and third grade students, can you give me 3 reasons or 3 things that are orange-red? 3 things that really bothered her or how it made her feel. Every time she saw the orange-red crayon, how did it make her feel? 3 things. All right, 4th and 5th grade students, I want to be a higher level question for you, and I want to know, what is the theme, the moral, or the lesson from this story? It's near the end, and so you may have your own interpretation. But what is the theme, the moral, or the lesson from this author? All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed our read aloud today. Sorry, seeing it was a little bit longer, but we're celebrating literacy this week, and I appreciate all of you. I hope to see you soon. I miss all of you, and have a great Wednesday. Bye.
On the KES calendar. It's time for Kathleen Elementary School's Launch into Literacy, beginning January 24th through the 28th. On Monday, we will have Digital and Decorate. Read a digital book and decorate your door to represent your favorite book. Prizes on Friday for the best doors. On Tuesday, it's the places you'll go. Wear a college shirt. On Wednesday, it's Read Aloud Day. Administration will read aloud a book on CNN. Thursday, it's Throwback Thursday. Bring your favorite childhood book to share. And on Friday, it's Friendship Friday. Take a picture of yourself reading a book with a friend. And on February 3rd, it's our Title I Conference Night. Students who attend will receive a Poppet. Teachers, remember to do your attendance and turn in your lunch count. Keep following COVID-19 safety protocols. Wash your hands. Wearing masks are encouraged, and keeping your 6-foot distance. Safety check. Make sure your door is locked and stays locked from 7:45 till dismissal. Remember to be safe, be respectful, and be responsible.
No one can stop us now. We must unite. We must unite. No one can
Have a wonderful Wednesday.
now. We must unite. We must unite. No one can stop us now. We must unite. We must unite.
Your work can feel much smoother with Monday.com.